Hey guys, I decided to do a little video on how to do alcohol inks. What I will be using is Yupo paper. I also use 99% isopropanol alcohol. You can find it at the drugstore. Your alcohol inks, whichever colors you decide to use. I also use a needlepoint bottle for my isopropanol. And I use a Lazy Susan always. It makes life so much easier. And I also use an air gun. So it might be a little loud, but you can also use a straw. Just makes it a lot easier with one of these. Okay, so the biggest tip I can say is less inks, more rubbing alcohol. So I like to start a little dab of my ink, and then sometimes I do a little dollop of the gold, and then you like to throw your rubbing alcohol so it can spread. And then you just start working your colors, but my green is not moving, so we'll work around that. So my blue, and then you want to do more rubbing alcohol, and you just start moving your colors around with your rubbing alcohol. Normally I would move my Lazy Susan around. So we'll do some purple and another little drop of gold. And again with the rubbing alcohol. Yellow. And I find the one thing that you don't want to cheap out on is what kind of surface you use. I've tried the canvas with the primer. It turns out, but I find that they don't move nearly as nice as the Yupo paper does. I find the inks are a lot easier to control with the Yupo paper. And you just keep going around and working your colors. And I find when you use the gold, it's a mixative, so if you put the gold down on its own, I feel like it doesn't move as freely, but if you put a drop of it in your color, or if you drop it and then put your rubbing alcohol on top of it, I feel like it moves a lot more freely and you get those nice, that nice lacing. And then sometimes, I know it's hard to see, but sometimes I feel like I get these little marks here. And if you just do a little bit of your rubbing alcohol and blow it, you can usually work them out. We'll do a little bit more purple over here. And then I'll show you a little closer. Get that beautiful gold throughout. And then if you're a fan of those beautiful dots, it's gonna be hard to see, but what you do is you take your isopropanol and you get a spot where you can dip it. And then I just use a very fine, so it needs to be cleaned, but a very fine paintbrush. And I dip my paintbrush in the isopropanol. And you can just go throughout your painting. This brush had a bit of gold on it, so I think the gold's gonna come through. If you could even see what I was doing. And you can just go through. Just like that. Thanks for watching.